Hello everyone and welcome to episode 21 of Skyrim Special Edition Modding. Okay guys, I have to address a very serious issue here. You see, Stuhn Honour, the author of the mod Floating Market, which I have reviewed back in episode 13, has actually started dispatching copyright strikes against YouTubers who reviewed this mod. She has, for example, attacked the famous mod reviewer MXR, and he was forced to take down one of his videos completely. I really like how cool MXR was about this in his last video, saying he is not mad at all. Because what we reviewers do is just showcasing the free downloadable content of the community and actually make advertisement for the mods this way. If you don't remember what the floating market was about, it's actually just a bunch of mods by different modders, like weapons and armor, put together into one market. So in other words, Stuhn Honour claims copyright over content she doesn't even own. In other words, while YouTube might allow this kind of bullshit, we actually don't really have to put up with it. Well, just as MXR said, he has been doing this for 5 years now, and this is the first time this kind of incident happened. So Stuhn Honour is indeed an exceptional case. Anyway, there has been no attack on my video so far, and I know exactly why. You see, the very first day I uploaded this video, she sent a very angry message to me, asking me to delete my video. Of course, I instantly dispatched this as trolling and blocked her right away. And since then, everything has been quiet. But if she should make her move against me as well, I will obviously just cut this mod from my video. Because seriously, I don't have the time or nerves to deal with this kind of immature, contradicting nonsense. But enough of this, you guys. Let's see some epic mods. By the way guys, if you think I sound different in this video, that's because I'm a little sick. And I'm not talking about my mental illness, I mean I've got a little cold. But that's not going to stop me. I just won't yell around as usual. So anyway, the first mod we are going to take a look at today deals with objects hitting other objects. What happens in the vanilla game if you hit a stone object with a metal object? Yes, shit happens. And what should have happened? Sparks, exactly. And this is where improved weapon impact effects by Lord Dalor comes in. Now you will be able to see sparks when you hit a wall, and not some weird dust particle effect. So simple and yet so immersive. This effect is really impressive in dark places of course, and especially useful for long-range archery, because now you will actually see where the arrow hits if you miss your target. This is indeed a very simple mod, but the gameplay impact will be huge. You will probably be unable to remove it from your load order after trying it out once. The only thing we might wish for is the same effect for blocked hits. Would be really cool to see this in a future update. The next mod is something for the kind-hearted. If you ever felt bad for those beggars around Skyrim, there is a way to help them and give their life a purpose, with Servant Sword Loot by Flex Creator. How about we try it out on that Brennan guy, who, as usual, totally didn't do nothing.
I ain't done nothing.
There will be a new dialogue option to ask people if they want to become a servant. This works on any non-unique NPC under level 20. You have to be at level 20 at least for this to work. So once recruited, you will have to bring this person to your house and ask them to manage it. They will then start doing their thing and provide you with food and firewood every day. There is also an interesting item sorting feature. Here's how it works. First, you will have to ask the servant to bring you an inkwell. Then sit down and soon your character will start writing the notes. You can then place one of those notes into a container to mark it for a certain item type. Now, when you talk to your servant and use the sort dialogue option, all the items you give them will be sorted to the according containers automatically. The sorting service does not come for free, by the way. You will have to pay the servant 30 gold per day, which is quite high actually, but there is a console command to change this value. All in all, a really great mod for good guy characters, and the best part is it works even without script extender, and is even available for Xbox. Okay, check this out. The follower mod this week, yes, it has actually been 2 weeks since the last SE episode, but anyway, the follower mod this time can be described with only one single word. Tina follower by Segodon, and the word I had in mind is blue. Okay, there is no custom voice, except maybe those lines here.
Hey, trollbait!
Whatever that's supposed to be, but there certainly are a lot of unique aspects about this follower. Let's start with the outfit. I knew it right away, this seems familiar. This is definitely Terra's outfit from Dissidia. By the way guys, have you seen the new Dissidia trailer for the PS4? Holy shit, it was like... But back to the topic. Tina also comes with a fitting weapon, and when you enter combat, she also summons a second sword and some armor. Pretty clever, right? She's like, I only wear skimpy stuff outside of combat, checkmate, her. And in combat, she will use a variety of unique water-based abilities, like projectiles or area attacks which will stagger your opponents. All this adds to her blue theme in a nice way. Tina is really helpful in combat and definitely a fun-to-use follower. What do people think about fast travel? I know that many people dislike it, simply because it seems like cheating. And it's definitely not immersive at all. There have been a lot of mods which try to improve this system or provide alternatives. Here is such a mod. Wayshrines of Old by J. Crane. This mod adds several shrines to the world of Skyrim, with the aim to provide an alternative to fast traveling. The shrines are pretty much teleportation stations and will allow you to travel between locations. Similar to fast travel, but much more immersive. The optics of the shrines are also really well done. Each shrine represents the hold it's located in and has a fitting style. In other words, this mod provides a beautiful and lore-friendly way of traveling around Skyrim, and definitely a great alternative to the regular fast travel system. And here is another mod which deals with the fast travel system, but in a totally different way. Fast Travel Consequences by Tony Cube 2. This mod invokes some restrictions on the regular fast traveling. Skyrim is divided into 5 zones. Traveling from Riverwood to Whiterun, for example, equals 1 zone. For each zone you cross during fast travel, you will need to have 1 food unit in your inventory. And if you should travel with not enough food with you, you will receive so-called exhaustion diseases, which will debuff stats like carry weight and stamina regeneration. While you are affected by those exhaustion diseases, you won't be able to fast travel at all. In addition to that, there is a risk to contract normal diseases during fast travel. The longer the trip, the higher the chances. However, the higher the player level, the lesser the risk. To remove the exhaustion diseases, you will have to take a Cure Disease potion or sleep in a bed with some food in your inventory. The really cool thing is, Fast Travel Consequences is compatible with the Wayshrines of Old mod if you use a patch located under the optional files of the Shrines mod. With this you will only have risks while fast traveling normally, and fully safe travels with the shrines. This combination might be really interesting. And here's another mod to add to our fast travel topic. Scrolls and Spells of Passage by Arendelle. This mod simply adds scrolls and spells, with which you will be able to teleport to cities and towns. There is also a Mark and Recall feature, but only through scrolls. Also, there is an optional file for scrolls only, if you think it's too easy to have a teleport spell at the ready all the time. This is already all there is to it. A simple and yet effective alternative to fast travel, or an addition to the previously shown mods. And now, it's time to check out some epic weapons. To the forge! We are starting with, well, not really a weapon, but it can be used as one. Ancient Nord Pickaxe Replacer, another mod by Billy Rowe, available in 4K and 2K texture versions. And there is also an optional Rusted texture version, which in my opinion fits much more. The thing is ancient after all, it's supposed to look rusty and worn, and not all neat and shiny. Really cool design, by the way, those leather straps are totally spot on. The next one is Stinger Poisoner by Clipsy Moon. Its name is its program. This weapon has a strong poison effect on it. It also has some spider motifs to go with the theme. And the green glowing textures certainly look fitting as well. The only remark we might add here is it has no scabbard. And then there's Stuhn's Honour by Zuna SV, SW actually, I always confuse those letters for some reason. This is supposed to be a legitimate 11th century Viking sword, by the way. Well, my Vikinology might be a little rusty, but I would say it looks okay. Just kidding. And also, on this weapon we do have a scabbard. Well then, how about we take a look at a really cool armor mod as well. Dark Nemesis, Ebony and Elven Eternal Shine. Another mod by Lestat. There are actually 2 armors in this one. This right here is the Dark Nemesis armor. Obviously a retexture of the Ebony armor. This means it's available for males and females, and there is also a fitting retextured Ebony shield available as well. Looks pretty good, right? Sure, but what really impressed me is the second one. Check this out. Here is Elven Eternal Shine. This one is really well done. There is also this optional Sub-Zero helmet, which looks absolutely boss. If you think this looks badass, you're right, of course, but just wait till you see the alternative Elven Shine. Bam! That's right, awesome glowing textures. Now it's even more Sub-Zero. It's like absolute zero. Okay, right, the door is over there. And there is not just the armor, there is actually a full set, including all weapons. I usually don't feature retexture mods, but this one right here is simply cool. And this is it for this episode. The links to all mods are, as always, in the description below. Don't forget to endorse the modders if you are going to use any of them, and if you enjoyed my video, hit the like button and subscribe for more Skyrim action every week. I thank you all for watching and see you around.